Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and I was getting ready for my craft fair, and so I had a project, a couple purses I wanted to make, and so I thought I would jump on here and show you real quick how to make the cute purses. But first, now if you're interested in a craft fair, November 30th and December 1st, but let me stop right there. If you're on my email list and you noticed, I scheduled my class for the same day as my craft fair. So watch for an email. I'll be rescheduling my reindeer fun day, or reindeer fun card class I'm going to move it to December. But anyway, if you're interested in a craft fair and you live in Denver, it's a really nice craft fair. I'm not going to say it's huge. I think we have like 24 vendors, and you can go to their Facebook page, the Denver Northside Artists. And doesn't that even sound fancy? I like the paper crafting, so it makes it more like a craft fair, paper crafter. But anyway, the craft fair, they have a lot of great vendors there, at least from what I remember last year. They have, you know, the people that have the glass and the people that do the soaps and the jellies and the pottery and some sewing, and they have a bunch of different really good vendors at the craft fair. And myself and my niece will be there. I'll have all my paper crafting. My niece does plants and woodworking. She does some laser cutting. She does some resin jewelry. There's a lot of stuff going on. So if you're free November 30th and December 1st, here in North Denver, it's right off I-25 and Zuni, you can come to the craft fair. But enough chatter. Well, and make sure you check my email list, or when you watch for an email, and I'll have the correct date for my reindeer fun class, because I have to change that. But let's go on to today's project. First of all, let's pick out some paper. Like I said, I'm going to make two purses. I'm going to make they're both not big, but one's using a full sheet of 6x6 designer series paper, and I decided I want to try this iconic celebration paper, because there's one in here that has trees that are in the Moody Mob. I think I want to do one kind of not your traditional Christmas colors. I'm going to make my purse out of this paper right here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take my 6x6 and I'm going to score it. So I have my Simply Scored here. My place setter, these things aren't right, so I'm not even going to use them. I'm going to move them out of the way. I need to score my designer series paper here 1/4 inch on each side. Now, since I have a top and a bottom, we got to make sure we score this on the side. And since it's hard for me to get in on this side, I'm going to score them both on this side. With my stylus, I'm going to use the large knob, I guess you'd call it, and I'm going to score it at 4 3/4, which is 1 1/4 inch from the side. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to score it again there. So now I've scored my cardstock, each side at 1 1/4. Okay, then we're going to turn it to the sides and we're going to score at 2 1/2 and 3 1/2. Right, and then that's all we're going to do with our cardstock here. Okay, now here comes the tricky part, if there is a tricky part. Ooh, look how pretty that paper. Maybe we should use the back. That's going to be the inside though. I'm going to fold on those score lines. And I'll tell you what, when I'm doing a craft fair project like this, I want it simple and quick, so I'm going to probably go pretty fast. But here I have it, right? So this is going to be the front of my purse. This is going to be the inside of my purse. And we have our score lines there, right? So I'm going to take this side here and I'm going to kind of pull this up and I'm going to pinch it here at the score line, and I'm going to make this score line across the side come down to this score line. And then I'm going to just fold it right there. Let's do the same thing to the other side. I kind of lift this up, bring this score line down to this score line. If the corner doesn't, excuse me, if the corner doesn't cooperate, I just kind of put my finger in there and get it so it goes like that, okay? So now we have score lines there too. Now we got to do the same thing to the bottom. Lift that up, pull that down, and score that one, right? And do the same thing over here. So I lift this up and bring this down to this part here. And now when you pinch your cardstock or your designer series paper, you have this little purse looking thing here like this, right? Simple, simple. And trust me, after you've done a bunch of them, it gets pretty easy. At the beginning, it's kind of hard to get to where you fold it the right way, but trust me, you'll get it. Okay, so now we need some cardstock. to do at the top. So I'm going to just bring in that same color. This is Moody Mauve, and I need 1/2 strips. So I'm going to just cut, and this is, it might be, I don't know, probably 5.5, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to cut them down to size. I need 4 of them that are 1/2. So let's see, that's 2. And then we have 3, 1 more. And then we have 4. Okay. And then I'm going to take some ribbon. Now I have some retired ribbon, but it's that same Moody Mauve. Although you wouldn't have to have the exact same color. You could use white, I think. I've done them a bunch in Christmas colors, so they're all different colors, but I'm going to do this one, I guess you call it monochromatic or whatever, so it's going to be all Moody Mauve. I'm bringing in some retired Moody Mauve ribbon. Doesn't matter. I have 10 inches here. I don't know if you saw I cut it to 10 inches using my ruler down here. And then I'm going to just take that 10 inches and cut it in half. And then this way I know that my handles of my little bag here are going to be the exact same size. So really 5 inches, but it might not be perfect. But this way, look, now they're the exact same size. Okay, we have all our little pieces. Now I need a really strong adhesive for this part. So I'm going to use Stampin' Up's Seal Plus, although you could use tear and tape. Well, I guess liquid glue would work too, but trust me, when you're doing a craft fair, you want it fast and easy. Stampin' Seal Plus is the fastest. So I'm going to just take at the very top here, and this is the front of our bag. Well, really this is the bottom, but it's the outside of our bag. And I'm going to just take and put a strip of tape right along the top. And let's see, if I got it over the edge, I'm going to just kind of fold it over. I'm going to set it here on my grid mat, right, so I can see. And 1/2 inch or 2 little squares from the side, I'm going to lay my ribbon down onto that, and I'm put the little fray edges up there too, so it's nice, right? Then I'm going to loop it around this way and do it again from 1/2 inch or 2 little squares and put my ribbon down. Now we have our little handle. Easy, right? Then with those strips of paper, I'm going to just come and put it right on top of that adhesive that we've already put on there and put it across. Now we have a nice finished bag. Okay, with some paper snips, I'm going to take and cut that down to size, which I think this is 3.5. Well, I could measure. Well, I think it's 3.5, but this way is easier, and that way it works out perfect. Now on the inside of our bag, I'm going to do the same thing. Put that tape. Now this wouldn't have to be strong tape here because it's not holding our handles on, but it's handy, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to take that 1/2 inch strip and just put it across here. And now that makes the inside of our bag nice and pretty, or purse I should call it. And your handle is very secure now. It's not going to pull out. Not that we're going to put anything too heavy in there, but that'd be embarrassing if your bag popped open in the middle of my craft fair. So here again, let's do the other side. I'm going to put just a layer of tape here at the top. Make sure I fold over if I got too close to the edge. Take my ribbon, 1/2 inch, lay it down, fold it around another 1/2 inch, take those frays and get them stuck to that tape. Then again, another one of our strips and put it here at the top. And then I'm going to trim that down to size, just like we did on the other side. This is really simple. The hard part is getting that little fold on there, and really that wasn't even hard. Now we do the inside, so it's got a pretty finish. That. Lay that little piece of paper on there. Cut that down to size. And just like that, we have our little bag. Look, you pop it up this way, and it has that little holder in there, and look how, oop, that's the back, because my trees are upside down, so that would be the front, and look how cute that is, right? Very simple. Okay, then I have these little, what are these called? Velcro dots, and I'm going to take one. These are so strong, too, that sometimes you have to play with them a little bit, otherwise they tear your paper trying to get it open. But I'm going to lay that one in the center there, and then take this one, and lay it on top. And then pinch together, making sure that my corners line up. Hang on, there's a little bit of tape right here that I don't want there. There we go. And pinch my corners. And now we have that little bag that looks like that. Isn't that cute? This little bag can hold quite a bit, but let's finish decorating and then I'll show you what I'm going to put in mine. So I'm going to use this bundle here, this Christmas Labels bundles. This makes some really fast, easy tags. So out of these 4, I'm going to use this one right here. And just quickly, I had a piece of scrap white, here it is. Get my die cut machine and just cut out this tag. I think now with these tags, especially since the stamp set is fluoropolymer, it's easier to cut the tag out and then stamp on it. So let me get the tag out real quick. Ooh, look, and it even fits this way on my paper. Save a little bit of paper. I could do 2 tags out of this piece. And then lay it in there. I like to stagger my plates, and that way it's just a little user-friendly with my die cut machine. Run that through there. And look how cute this tag is. There we go. It looks like that. Okay, so let's stamp on there. Now, since it's a holiday fair, or not my personal stuff, and it's kind of an off color, I'm going to use this Celebrate the Holidays in All the Ways. Oop, and I have it mounted already. I did do that. This one here, nope, that's the Christmas one. Like I said, I've been making a few of these, and since we're using Moody Mauve, I'm going to get some Moody Mauve ink here. Ink that up. It's very easy, if you have it the right way, I almost had it upside down, to stamp and get all the little stamps in the right places here. Just kind of hover a little bit till you see where you need it. Let's put this away. We're already done stamping. And our purse is almost finished. There we go. Look how cute that is. Same color. Let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of this. Now I'm going to use standard dimensionals, and I'm going to keep, since my purse is kind of curved here, I'm going to keep the dimensionals toward the center, and then that way it won't mess up the curve of my purse. And when I say the center, I mean the center across this way. And then, because I want to add a bow to the top of my little tag, I'm going to take a dimensional and just place it so it's kind of over and sticks out like that. That'll be where I put my bow. Now, the cool thing about these little bags is you can open them up gently the first couple of times so that Velcro doesn't tear your paper. And I'm going to set it like this. And look how cute that is. Now, I did go ahead on Amazon and just bought a bunch of bows. I probably could have tied my own bows, but like I said, it's a craft fair project. I want it simple and quick. But look, when you add that cute little bow right there at the top. Now, if you want the link to the bows, be sure and let me know in the comments or message me, and I'll send you the link to the bows. But look how cute that little purse is now. Now, if you take this, and I don't know if you guys like these chocolates here, and I never can say the name of them, so I'm not even going to try, but 2 of these, let's do a brown one and a gold one. Well, wait, before I show you those, because I'm going to finish it with those, you could also take and put, I have some other stuff in here, like a small gift here, like if you had a pair of earrings, look how cute those would fit in there. That's a cute way to give a little gift like that. You could probably put a necklace in there. You could put different chocolates. You could put any, like I said, any small gift. But I'm going to use these fancy little chocolates here. And then when you fold it up, they go around those chocolates and make a really cute, look at how it rounds those edges and stuff. And look how cute that is for my craft fair. So that's one thing I'm going to put in there. I thought that was a really cute. This kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a Mary Poppins bag, the way it has the look and the shape of it. But I think that's a really cute box for my craft fair. Okay, as I promised, that's number 1. Let me show you the second one now. So the second one, we need a designer series paper that coordinates on both sides. And this take a bow or take a bow, whichever way you say it, paper is just perfect because it has the pattern on this side and another pattern on this side. They're all the same color, so this piece will probably work. And is this 3 inches? We need a 3-inch by 6-inch piece. This one will work just dandy. Let's use that one. So this time I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and really we need a piece that is 6 inches by 5.5. So I'm going to cut this down to 5.5. And then this little piece here, I'm going to cut down to 2.5. And then let's do some scoring on this little tiny piece. I'm going to score it at 1/4 of an inch. Get rid of my cutting blade and just use the scoring blade. So I'm going to score it about 1/4 of an inch on both sides. And then this piece here, first thing I'm going to do is score it at 1/2 inch on each side. Ooh, did I get too rough? It sounded like I went through my paper, but I didn't. 1/2 inch on this side. And that's just because I like to use this scoring over here for the little measurements. And then I'm going to score it at 2 and 1, 2, 3/8. So 2 and 3/8 on both sides. So 2 and 1, 2, 3/8. There, so now we have our scoring on that piece. We're all done with that. So let's score on those forward lines. Now when we score or we fold on the score lines, we're going to fold this one back and this one back, and then this one in, and this one in. So now our little purse is going to look like this. And now, shoot, the next step I put my hole punch away. Let me get my hole punch back out. Totally forgot that I needed a hole punch. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to line this up again with our grid paper here. And I want to make a little mark. I'm going to just use a pin here and make a little mark at that same 1/2 inch. So a little mark here and a little mark here. So now I know where I'm going to punch my holes for my ribbon. I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to try, sometimes it doesn't work out perfect, to punch about 1/2 hole and just punch away that little mark that I made. So I have about 1/2 hole there. Can you even see that? That one we have to make that one bigger. But, and then just punch away. That was really big. Okay, but trust me, it won't matter if your holes aren't perfect, but you can see now that I have those little holes in my cardstock, or my designer series paper. Now we're going to make the front up, right? And I'm going to take some thin, I have some of this thin tear and tape, and I'm going to lay it right under those holes on the front side, like this. Okay, whoop, and hang on, we need some ribbon. I'm going to use this thin ribbon that is the gold and silver, and this time I think I'm going to use gold, and I'm going to take about 8 inches of ribbon. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it in half so that both of my handles are the same size. There we go. I'm going to take and remove that backing from the tear and tape. And then thread my little handle through that hole. There we go. And just stick it down right there onto that tear and tape. And then thread it through around, bring it around, make sure it's not twisted. Do the same thing to the other side. And put it down. And then I'm going to fold this closed. And now there's the front. And look how cute you have that little seam up there that gives a nice finish on your bag. So let's do the same thing to the other side. Put my tear and tape down. Now, if you're worried that your tear and tape, maybe you don't have the thin tear and tape, as long as your front cover, or this front piece, covers that tear and tape, you're fine. You can even test it that way so it doesn't stick out. You don't want any sticky on your bag. You want to make sure it's under that little piece of paper, that little fold there. We're going to put our little string or our ribbon through and stick it down to that tear and tape. Same thing on the other side, just like we did before, making sure it's not twisted. down so it's right there, and then just close your bag again. And then look how cute. And your handles are secure in there. They're not going to come out. Not that we're going to put anything heavy in there, but better safe than sorry. Okay, now I'm looking. Here we go. Couldn't find them. Now, to me, the Velcro that we used on the bigger purse is way too strong for this purse. This purse needs a really light Velcro. And at Walmart, I found these thin dots, Velcro dots like this, and these work perfect. So don't go to my Walmart, because I went and cleared them out and I got all they had. But anyway, these dots work, these Velcro dots work really good. I'm going to cut one apart here. And just like we did on the last bag, if I can get my fingernails under there to get them apart. They are really thin. There we go. But they're much easier to get apart. Now, I tried these on the bigger bag, and they're not strong enough to hold that bag, this bag that I made earlier. They're not strong enough for this bag, but for this bag, they work perfect. So I'm going to just put a little dot there, and then put this one on top of that one. And this way you know you're going to get it exactly where you want it. And then again, I'm going to pinch my corners up here together and pinch it shut. And now you have that light Velcro dot, or thin Velcro dot, that's not quite so sticky, I guess you'd say. It doesn't quite as hold together like those other ones does, but then you have a cute little purse like that. Now for this purse, we're going to put a little chapstick holder. So I'm going to fold this back because I want this pattern up. And I'm going to fold this back, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and kind of just give it so it has a little curve to match my chapstick. And here's my chapstick. I was like, where'd my chapstick go? So we have them here. Whoop, and I want to fold them back this way. I totally lied. This way, like this. So it almost goes around your chapstick, but this is what's going to hold your chapstick into our little purse. So let's open this up. And then I'm going to use some liquid glue this time. This way we can slide it into place. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that tab here. And then lay it down right here to where it still is right where that fold is. So it still makes sure you can still fold your purse up. And then I'm going to lay my chapstick in there. Oh, I don't think I have it quite centered, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'm going to put some glue on this side. And then I'm going to slide this under my chapstick. So all this is going to do is hold that in there. I don't want my chapstick to fall out. And whoop, I lost it. Make sure that it's snug, I guess is the word I'm looking for, and stays put. So it holds your chapstick, just barely moves here. So you can still get it in and out, but yet it won't fall out. All right, glue, do your job. Hang on, let me use my take a pic tool. I think this is going to help to slide it in there and hold it where I want it. Give my glue a few minutes just to do its job. Take your time, Kathy. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to put a little bit more glue there because it's not sticking. I did put glue on here, didn't I? Because knowing me, I probably could forget to do that part. Let's try it again. And snug it under there. There we go. Now my glue, my chapstick just barely comes in and out. Let that glue do its job here. There we go. And so now my chapstick doesn't fall out because that little thing holds it there. If you let the glue set. I tend to be a little bit hasty. There, now it's set and staying in there, right? Okay, phew. Okay, so now we have our little purse. It holds our little chapstick. Our glue is now finally set and stuck down there. Thank you, glue. And then once again, I'm going to just take one of those little bows. Just set at the top with a little glue dot. Stick that right here at the top of our little purse, and look how cute that is. Now, I think for a teacher gift, I think if you need something small for your, you know, maybe your person that delivers the mail, maybe for a bank teller, that lady that does your nails, if you just want something really small and cute Look how cute that little purse is. So there's that one. Let me bring back in this one. And there you go. So there's the little craft purses that I'm making for my craft fair. If you have any questions, be sure and let me know. I'll put all the measurements, especially the scoring measurements, on my gallery, becreativewithkathy.com, and along with all the project that I used for my cards or my projects today. Alrighty, that's what I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Wish me luck at my craft fair. Hopefully all will go well and I'll sell plenty. Alrighty, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.